James Gunn is a prominent filmmaker and screenwriter who has gained widespread recognition for his work. He is especially known for films such as Guardians of the Galaxy and The Suicide Squad. Recently, he has made headlines for putting a racist Marvel fan in their place over a casting decision for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. It caused more than a stir on social media and brought the whole racism debate to the fore again. In early 2023, Gunn announced that Chukwudi Iwuji had been cast in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Iwuji is a Nigerian-born British actor known for his work in theater and television. His casting was celebrated by many fans. However, some fans were not happy with the decision and took to social media to express their displeasure. One fan in particular made a racist comment about Iwuji's casting, which prompted a very direct response from James Gunn. Gunn did not take the racist comment lightly. He fired back at the fans, stating that he doesn't give a shit about their opinion. He went on to explain that Iwuji was the best person for the role and that his casting had nothing to do with his race. He also called out the fan for their racist behavior and made it clear that such comments were not welcome in the Marvel fandom. Gunn's response was widely praised by fans and members of the film industry, with many applauding his stance against racism and bigotry. Some commentators noted that this incident highlights the ongoing issue of racism in the entertainment industry and the need for more diversity and inclusion. The incident involving James Gunn and the racist Marvel fan has broader implications for the entertainment industry and society as a whole. It serves as a reminder that racism and bigotry are still prevalent in our society and that more needs to be done to combat these issues. Despite progress in recent years toward greater social equality and inclusivity, racism and bigotry continue to be serious issues in the entertainment industry. In 2017, actress Kelly Marie Tran made history as the first woman of color to have a leading role in a Star Wars film. However, her casting was met with a barrage of racist and sexist comments on social media, including personal attacks on her appearance and ethnicity. The harassment became so severe, Tran eventually deleted her social media accounts. This incident highlighted the toxic culture of online fandom and the need for greater accountability and moderation on social media platforms. Also, in 2017, Scarlett Johansson was cast as the lead in Ghost in the Shell, a film based on a Japanese manga series. Many armchair critics argued that the casting of a white actress in a traditionally Japanese role was a form of whitewashing. They said it perpetuated a history of erasure and exclusion of Asian actors in Hollywood. The controversy raised important questions about representation and cultural appropriation in the film industry. Actor John Boyega, who played Finn in the Star Wars sequel trilogy, also faced racist comments and harassment on social media. Some fans were upset that a black actor was cast as a lead in the franchise and made derogatory comments about his race and performance. Boyega has been vocal about the impact of this harassment on his mental health and well-being and has called for greater accountability and support for actors who face online abuse. In 2019, actress Brie Larson faced criticism and harassment for speaking out about the lack of diversity and inclusivity in the film industry. Some fans accused her of being too political and pushing an agenda, and even called for a boycott of her film Captain Marvel. Larson has continued to advocate for greater representation and equity in Hollywood, and has used her platform to amplify marginalized voices. The entertainment industry has a long history of struggling with issues of racism and bigotry. Over the years, many Hollywood stars have been subjected to racist comments and actions, whether in the form of online harassment, discriminatory casting practices, or more overt forms of racism. One of the most common responses to racism in Hollywood is for stars to speak out against it. Many actors and actresses have used their platforms to call out discrimination and advocate for greater representation and equity in the industry. For example, in the wake of the Black Lives Matter protests in 2020, many stars spoke out about systemic racism in Hollywood and called for change. Similarly, following incidents of online harassment or discriminatory casting, many stars have taken to social media to express their outrage and demand action. Another way in which Hollywood stars have responded to racism is by refusing to work with colleagues who have exhibited discriminatory behavior. For example, in 2020, actor John Boyega spoke out against racism in the entertainment industry and stated that he would not work with any production company that did not have diverse representation behind the camera. Similarly, after actor Ed Skrein was cast in the role of a Japanese character in Hellboy in 2017, he withdrew from the film after learning about the whitewashing controversy surrounding the casting. Many Hollywood stars have also used their influence to promote greater diversity and inclusivity in the industry. Michael B. Jordan established a production company intended to create more opportunities for actors and filmmakers of color. Reese Witherspoon has also spoken out about the need for greater representation in the industry and has used her platform to promote women's voices in filmmaking. In some cases, Hollywood stars have taken legal action in response to racist comments or actions. In 2020, actor Shia LaBeouf was sued by his former girlfriend for allegedly subjecting her to emotional and physical abuse, including racist comments. Ashley Judd sued Harvey Weinstein for harassment and discrimination, leading to a larger reckoning in the industry over issues of abuse and exploitation. In recent years, Hollywood studios have been under increased scrutiny for issues of racism and bigotry within the industry. Many studios have faced backlash for discriminatory casting practices, lack of diversity in hiring, and incidents of on-set harassment and abuse. One of the most significant ways in which Hollywood studios have responded to issues of racism and bigotry is by reevaluating their hiring and casting practices. Many studios have made commitments to increase diversity and representation both on and off screen. Warner Brothers announced in 2020 that it would implement new hiring practices aimed at increasing the number of people of color and women in leadership roles. Similarly, Disney has committed to increasing representation in its films and television shows and has made efforts to cast more actors of color in leading roles. In recent years, there have been numerous reports of on-set harassment and abuse within the entertainment industry. This is particularly directed toward women and people of color. Hollywood studios have responded to these incidents by implementing new policies aimed at addressing workplace harassment and improving working conditions for all employees. In the wake of the #MeToo movement, many studios have implemented mandatory training for employees on issues of harassment and discrimination. Some studios have established anonymous reporting systems to encourage employees to come forward with any incidents of misconduct. Hollywood studios have also responded to issues of racism and bigotry by taking action against individuals who exhibit discriminatory behavior. Kevin Hart was forced to step down as host of the Academy Awards after old tweets containing homophobic slurs resurfaced, and Shia LaBeouf was dropped from a film project after being sued by his former girlfriend for alleged abuse, including racist comments. There can never be an excuse for bigotry and racism, and it has been prevalent in all nooks and crannies of society for a long time. Hollywood provides most of the entertainment blood that pumps in our veins, and it is only fair that they take a leading role in combating the scourge. Kudos to James Gunn. Say it like it is, brother. We'll catch you in the next video, folks.